Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors. With James Holst.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
And the rest of the IDO fishing team. We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Look at that.
With Cal Schwiel.
What a specimen.
And Joel Nilsson.
Whoa, this is an absolute monster.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of In-Depth Outdoors. Today we're getting a very early start on the shores of Mille Lake. That's where we're going to be fishing today with Will Roseberg. We're hearing about a pretty good walleye bite, both big fish and numbers, coming from that northeast corner of the lake out on the sand. And one of the reasons we're doing this show is I kind of feel like Mille Lake has got a bad rap over the last couple years. There's been some rules changes to both the smallmouth, pike, and walleye regulations, and a lot of anglers are steering clear of the lake. And that's unfortunate because I believe that Mille Lake has a lot to offer. Even when the fish populations on Mille Lake are down a little bit, this lake is still a lot better than most of the lakes throughout the Midwest when they're on their peak. So that's the plan today. We're going to get out, we're going to look for some shallow sand with some steep breaks off into deep water and hope we can get in on a great walleye bite. And as always, we're looking for big fish on Mille Lake, but like I said, we're also hearing about a great opportunity to catch some quality eaters. The slot here right now is 18 to 20 inches, and we're hearing about a fair number of fish coming in that size range. So stick around, I think you're going to love today's show.
So we just got out here right at sunup. We punched a whole bunch of holes. We're covering on top of kind of this shallower sand shelf. We've got holes that go off deeper. What we're gonna do is set a tip up on top here. What I really like to use on all of my tip ups when I'm fishing bigger minnows particularly, if I use a small minnow, I use a single hook, but I love using these Sure Set treble hooks. We're using a single treble hook for a smaller sucker minnow, 4 to 5 inch minnow, which is what we've got right here. I like to use one treble. Then we've come in, we've checked the depth. So we've got this one figured out now for depth, and we're setting these so they're a couple feet off the bottom. We've got a smaller sucker minnow here. We're gonna put a bigger sucker minnow on the other tip up. We're gonna see what the fish are looking for. I take a very small split shot, and I set it where I want my tip up depth to be. Then it's easy for me to reel the tip up right to where I want, and if it gets set off, I know exactly where to go again without resetting up. You want to get rid of the slush because you need this spool to be in the water. If the spool isn't wet, it can freeze up. So we get that down. So now this one is set. Now we're going to go set one that has a quick strike rig with a much bigger sucker minnow. That's where we're hoping to catch a big fish or find out that the little fish are really hungry.
I just saw a nice fish, bud. Come in, checked out the spoon, and decided not to do his thing. Low light like this, very often what happens, I think, is the fish come in, they spot that bait, and as the sun's coming up, the light levels are slowly increasing, and that walleye gets a better and better look at the bait. When he first sees it, right before the sun comes up, he has a hard time figuring out what it is, but he'll hang around. He'll circle and circle and circle, and eventually, the light comes up just a little bit, he gets a good ID on it, or just gets sick of waiting, and they thump it. That's what I'm hoping happens here, because that mark was a giant.
Oh, James, it's a bigger fish. Oh, now he's coming easy. It sure felt good, though. Oh, now he's giving me some head shakes. Oh, come on, buddy. He's hung up right on the ice. Oh, woo! Bang! With the finger guns. We're on the board, bud.
That looks like it could be a nice eater.
This is showing you guys how healthy the fish are out here. They're definitely well fed. This one horked a flash champ. We've been fishing just about every lure, but what we kind of settled on is we're fishing deep water. So these flash champs and the rattle spoons really allow us to get the bait down quick and cover a lot of ground, because we're seeing lots of little fish, but we've really been moving, and we finally found a little better one. I'm gonna measure this one up and see. It would be nice to have a walleye dinner. This is my first walleye of the year, 2014 ice. It's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be your perfect eater.
Yeah, this should be perfect. I know I'd love to bring a fish dinner home, so. It measures up 19 inches. This is a perfect fish. You hear that there are no keepers on Mille Lacs. Well,
you proved it wrong,
we just proved
man.
that wrong. Now let's catch a monster. I'd like to see a 28-inch fish that's as fat as this one. So now I've laid down the gauntlet. You have to catch me a 28-inch fish that's as fat as that one.
I will be happy to oblige you.
You're that kind of guy. Thank you. All right, time to get back down. See if we can find another one, since they usually kind of travel in schools. If we've gotten away from the small ones, maybe I can catch a couple good ones here.
Introducing the new wireless pan-cam camera system from Markham Technologies. The groundbreaking interface that allows an angler to wirelessly monitor and control the left-right pan of a remote camera from up to 300 feet away. The Markham pan-cam system transmits a live video stream via Wi-Fi back to your Apple or Android device, and the free Markham app is even capable of connecting to multiple cameras at the same time for multi-camera on-ice coverage. This winter, take full control of your underwater camera with Markham Technologies' wireless pan-cam camera system.
Yes. I'm on the board, buddy. Looks like a decent fish. Not a monster, but a decent eye. Come on now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come here. Ooh. There we go. You know what? I think I might have joined the eater club. I'm not gonna have to beg fish off Will. It's close enough where I'm gonna probably put it on a board just to make sure, but that's a nice fish.
Do you need me to get the board?
Yeah, if you'd grab the board, that'd be great, man. I'm thinking that one's, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. Thank you, Will.
There you go.
All right, tail of the tape. Decision time for you, bud. Pinch tail. No, that is a beautiful Mille Lacs eater. 19.5 inches. That one's gonna go home. Christmas meal.
Oh, there he is. And this is not much of a fish, but this is what you're gonna find right now. There are a plethora of small 8, 10, 12-inch walleyes. And this one's a cigar, what we call it. But this lake is in great shape for the next year and 2 years from now. It's just gonna go bananas. We have caught more of these little fish in just about every hole you drop in here. You've got a little mark showing up. This guy ate it very well. Came up and took the flash champ. But we've been sorting through these little fish and finding some big fish. Now, perfect for the future of Mille Lacs. We've caught a ton of these, which you're gonna find if you come up here. Let that guy go.
The last 2 years have really helped turn the lake around. I mean, 3-4 years ago, there was all the talk of just no small fish anymore. And that has just 180 over the span of the last 2 years, just turned around. And like you said, it looks like a bumper crop in years to come.
He's coming back. Oh, not a bad fish. Got another one. There we go. Another beautiful fish. I just came back into this hole. I've been out fishing a little bit deeper water, probably 50, 100 feet over. Tried several holes and I marked fish. But we came back in here. There's not nearly as many fish coming through on the shallower edge of the reef. But when they come through, they're really hungry. Every time I've seen a good mark, they've smoked it. I have no doubt that we're gonna catch plenty more, so we're gonna let this one go. Thanks, buddy.
Come on. Got him. Oh, drags a little loose. There we go. Feels like a decent fish, very solid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Get up and out of there. Oh, I love that sound. Big head shake. Woo!
Well, that's giving your rod some bend.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's a big walleye. It's a big walleye. I got our head turned sideways and oh, there she is.
Good fish. Oh!
Nice fish. Heck yeah. This is such a cool pattern. All right. This is a pretty cool deal here. Green UV and a minnow head. That's a mid 20-inch fish, just fat and beautiful. Dig everything about this. We're getting them in about 18 foot of water right now. I'd tell you the fish were gonna come up and move shallower as the sun went down, but in this spot, they can't get any shallower. They're coming right in on top of this shallower sand. We've got 22, 23 feet inshore of us. We've got 25, 26 feet, basically towards the main lake side, about 50 feet from where I'm sitting. So we've got this shallower sand sitting here, and typically these fish will come in under low light conditions and feed, but obviously today it's like the never-ending low light period. Haven't seen any sun all day long. Just a beautiful fish. And you know, Mille Lacs is kind of known for peaks and valleys in the bait fish populations. And what ends up happening is you'll go a year or two where the walleyes are a little thinner. And of course now we're on a high, a peak as far as bait fish are concerned, and the walleyes are just fat. Huge even. They look more like river walleyes to me than Mille Lacs lake walleyes typically do. So the fish are in great shape overall. And the nice thing is, having all the bait fish in the lake doesn't seem to be inhibiting our ability to catch them. Some years, things can go a little bit too far with the bait fish numbers. You end up with so many of those 2 and 3 inch perch, it becomes almost impossible to catch the walleyes, but that's obviously not the case today. And what we're using, I think we're both using 1/8 ounce spoons. I think Will's using a little bit different shape. This is the 1/8 ounce rattle spoon, VMC. I'm fishing a green UV. I believe Will was using the same weight spoon. That was a Flash Champ in glow red. So I've got a rattle. I think he's fishing a spoon without one. I don't really think the fish are being all that picky right now. They're definitely coming in after those minnow heads, dancing underneath these spoons though. I need a minnow.
Oh, this feels like a little bit better fish. It's kind of like sorting through the clearance rack at the local tackle shop. You got to find several that are the wrong size before you find the one that's the right size. And that is about the perfect right size. Get my gloves off here, hooked right perfect in the lip. I think I'm gonna actually need a pliers to get it out though. There we go. The Flash Champ strikes again. James, can you throw me the roller?
Yeah, I got it. It looks like it might be right there in the danger zone.
Oh, if it is, this is a perfect fish to take home, and I would love to take a couple home.
Doesn't go off the ruler.
19 3/4.
That one is clearly not 20 inches,
Perfect.
but man, I tell you what, it's about as close as a guy wants to get and still keep the fish. That is one unlucky walleye.
I need a minnow head.
Pail's right there.
Delivering power on demand with the push of a button. The new 50-volt lithium laser from Strikemaster is capable of making short work of as many as 56 holes in 24 inches of ice on a single charge. Featuring many of the same components found in all of Strikemaster's power augers, the lithium laser cuts no corners and delivers uncompromising durability. This winter, don't settle for anything less than the dependable Strikemaster lithium laser. Ice fishing's first full-power, high-performance electric ice auger.
Wow, did he boil up like he was gonna thump it? You want it, yes you do. Got him. Not a bad fish.
Good one, Holst?
He's no giant. Yeah, just
Gonna be
a
another
solid
keeper.
fish. Yeah, maybe. I think he's gonna be a little long myself. You wanna bring me that measure board?
Okay.
I think this one's gonna be saved by a tail. Well, that's 20 right there. Yeah, that's a 21-inch fish.
Oh,
A lucky inch.
he's just barely too big. We're putting a hurting on the good ones.
A nice 21-inch fish there. a little too big, and by that I mean there's an 18 to 20 inch slot here on Mille Lacs. So anything over 20 inches, got to go back in the drink. So that's where this one goes. But a super nice fish. All right, back you go. Somebody will catch him in a couple of years. Whew. It's about 35 degrees out, but we got a nice healthy breeze today, so makes the hands kind of chilly.
Got a great mark on the graph here. He's just chasing it.
Dude, you are so on fire.
That thing was up and down 5 feet 3 different times, and then it completely disappeared. And all of a sudden it came shooting off the bottom. I don't think this is a world beater, but it's probably a perfect eater. Whoa, and in the hole like that, I can't even see my spoon. That thing is just gone. Look at where that spoon is. I think they're starting to get aggressive. Look at that spoon.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the flash champ is gone. We have had plenty of fish today. This one's gonna go back. Perfect fish. That'd actually be a perfect eater, but the way things are going today, I don't think we're gonna need to keep all the eaters. We're having plenty, so we can let several go. And gone. I still have my minnow head. See if I can catch 2 on 1 minnow head.
So how we're approaching this particular piece of structure, pretty straightforward. We're allowed 2 lines each. So what we've done is we've got 2 tip-ups, one for each of us up shallow. And this particular stretch of sand that we're fishing tops out in about 17 foot of water. So we've got tip-ups up top there with large sucker minnows. Of course, if you've ever watched Will and I fish together, we should probably call Will Tip-Up Will, because he loves fishing tip-ups, and we both have had a lot of success out here on Mille Lacs fishing big suckers. And that's the setup where very often we'll get one of our bigger fish of the day. And we're working primarily on the edges, right near the drop, where that 17-foot sand drops sharply down into 23, 24 foot of water. And that's where we found most of the fish. Now, for whatever reason, the fish up shallow in that 17 foot of water out to about 19, those are the active fish today. And anything deeper than that, we're seeing them, we're marking them, they're coming in to check out baits, but we have yet to catch one. What we have marked a lot of off the edge of this sand are tullibees, and that's probably what's bringing in these larger walleyes. We'll see these schools of tullibees show up on our fish finders, and every once in a while that big school will kind of come in here and bump up against the edge of this shallow sand, and when that happens, very often that's when we run into a couple of active fish. Everything deep though, just non-existent bite. For whatever reason, we'll never know, but that's definitely the way the day's played out.
James, I just got smoked. James, this is the fish we've been waiting for, buddy.
Got it? You still fishing that red glow?
Oh, help. You see it?
No, not yet.
Oh, look at that head.
That is a big walleye. That is a big walleye. I got it.
You got it?
Yep. Got him, but I don't know where the spoon's at. Oh, there it is. It's just behind her teeth. Look at that fish.
Oh.
It's a giant. Here you go, man.
You gonna make me get my hands wet?
Just a little bit.
Oh.
What a pig.
Oh, I gotta open the bail here. This is what we've been waiting for, man. Oh my gosh. That is a tank. Mille Lacs tank.
They are back as far as the weight. Little red glow flash champ, huh?
Oh. We've been catching a ton of little fish. We've got our eaters.
That is,
this is what we've been looking for.
There you go, there you go.
Mama.
That is a stud of a fish, man.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Give me a kick.
That just happened.
20-foot water clarity, man. She is gone. Love it.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Well done, man.
We are smoking the fish today.
Glow red flash champ, huh?
Yes.
You've done some modifications to that, I see. I
tricked it up and put a little flasher on there. Gives it a little extra bling, which is what the BBW's like. You know what a BBW is? Big, beautiful walleye.
You make it too easy.
Craftsmanship and precision are just words until you add driving passion and a knowledge of what defines rod building excellence. Tuned up custom rods are built with a perfect blend of rod balance and action. A truly custom experience achieved only with the highest quality materials, from the handle to the last guide and every thread wrap in between. It's these components, along with an attention to detail, that makes our custom ice rods a tuned up custom.
There he is. Yeah, I'm getting some love here.
Hey, he's giving you a little rod bend. That's
Yes,
not
he
one of the
is.
cigars. Is that another keeper?
Might be. It's not a giant, but boy, I tell you what, he's putting up a decent fight here.
What we like
Oh,
to
yeah.
say is he's not a world beater, but he's a good eater.
That is a good eater. The quality of the fish that we're going to be able to take home is pretty spectacular. Still fishing that green UV rattle spoon. That's a VMC spoon. I'm going to measure this one because the slot is a little tight and sometimes the eyes can play tricks on you. But I think it's going to be right where we need it to be. Boop.
Can I help you out, sir?
If you've got the measure board, you're my buddy.
The Rapala measure board.
18 and a skosh. Nice. Perfect little eater there. We're going to keep that one, going to reduce that to possession. We've each got our 2. Make a mighty fine meal for us. Goes nicely with the big fish we've had today.
It's been a spectacular day. Flag, flag, flag! Oh, I didn't even hardly get a good set. He was right there. Oh gosh, this is heavy.
Feels good.
The Minnesota way, oh gosh, this is heavy. Oh,
It's a big eye. It is a giant eye.
oh, he's right. I gotta get him turned.
Patient, patient, patient.
Oh,
Yep, got him.
on the double treble.
Right in the snoot on both of them. Here, man, that's your fish.
Oh,
We have caught some fantastic fish today.
look at that.
We're coming right into prime time here. I
That
mean,
is just a tank. We've got 2 fish that are pushing over.
well, 3.
3 fish.
I had that mid-20. That one's a mid-20, and you had that one that's even bigger than that. So we've had a.
Gosh, look at how fat this is.
Well, the yeet sucker's that big. You're going to put on some pounds.
Whew.
Yeah. That's where that quick strike rig just shines. I mean, you don't normally see both hooks sitting right on the snoot like that. But I don't care what it takes to get them over. I mean, neither of them were hooked that good.
I don't know if I've ever hooked one with both hooks. It's perfect.
Nicely done.
Oh, look at that. God, that is a beauty.
You know, despite all the changes and regulations that the lake has gone through in recent years, we're definitely on the upswing as far as the fishing is concerned. You've seen it here today. Not only have we caught a bunch of big fish, which Mille Lacs has always been famous for, but we're getting some beautiful eaters as well. Anytime you can keep, you know, a couple of fish in that 19.5, 20-inch range per guy, that's a pretty good day when you mix in fish like this. So we've had a fantastic day out here on Mille Lacs. Super glad to have shared it with you. You've had the hot hand today, sir, and Mille Lacs has not disappointed. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.